Assalamualaikum, selamat malam selamat datang ke JomUnited punya live. Hari ni macam biasa kita ada 3 sekawan, Doc dan juga Smurf. Yes, alright. Sebelum kita bermula celoteh lebih panjang, kita akan buat intro dulu. 1, 2, 3. Okey, hari ni Peja 7 yang live jadi host, so kita buat suka hati kita je.
Intro pun macam fail je.
Tak ada protokol. Okay. How are you, Doc? How are you, Smurf? How's the weather
Okay
outside?
Weather.
It's been a while.
Hiti.
It's been a while. Dalam gua saja.
Overcast, just like United's hopes of.
Betul. Okay, so okay. Let's just jump straight. Kita nak buang masa. So I start dengan Doc. Doc, what do you think about yesterday's game? This morning game. This morning game.
Upset. Another poor performance lah. Only thing we are probably saved by individual brilliance. One superb goal that won us the 3 points. But other than that, I don't see much other takeaways than that. The performance was really, really poor in keeping with what we've been experiencing this whole season, and against the bottom club, by the way.
Yep. Which is kind of you expect that, coach, with the level of game yang kita dah main for the past few game ni kan. Even against bottom team pun macam kita quite struggling kan. So yeah, I kind of expect that lah, coach. Smurf, what do you think, Smurf?
I have to be agreeable to Doc. Basically, I mean, the game was, I don't see much improvement. I mean, but of course, there was better enthusiasm by certain players. I mean, players that have never started a debut before in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong, Hannibal. But besides that, nothing much to take from the game, except the 3 points that we achieved at the end of the game. Not much
struggle to achieve.
Yeah, we struggled. I mean, we won the game, 3 points, but it was a game that I mean, there was one time. I mean, it was mentioned that the possession was actually 90-10, 90 to 90-10. Yeah. So I think I do not know. I do not know what's wrong with the team. Don't see much improvement. So yes, at the end of the day, if you ask me, the game it was horrifying. It was hard. I mean, kalau saya ada sakit jantung, betul, kalau ada sakit jantung, probably the ambulance would have came and picked me up every day.
No sakit jantung jokes lah.
Don't lagi example, bagi lah example lain. That's a sensitive issue. That's sensitive. Okay, Doc. But Doc Esmer, but we have been like have not been able to get this full marks punya point lah, full 3 points. I think it's been like 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks rasanya lah kot. Kita tak dapat tau. So don't you think that whatever the performance is, as long as we got the 3 points, is enough? Tak rasa ke?
Definitely not. If you're asking me lah.
Why? Because kita tak dapat 3 point. So performance is, we like for now lah, for me lah, the way I nampak, performance should be like we just throw out the window. But as long as we got 3 points, then that should be enough kan? Bukan? Again,
the problem is we're playing Burnley lah. We're playing Burnley, who's at the bottom of the league. Everybody's been beating them quite easily. I think they've got only 1 point in their last. I think the last game they drew. Okay, they have difficulty scoring goals, and we actually made them look terribly good. There's no problem. You take home the 3 points today, but if we continue to play like this, a lot of teams will be beating us. Even the mid-table teams will give us a tough run for the money.
Yeah, true. Yeah, possible juga lah kot. Okay, semua. Let's just go straight to the lineups lah. Kita nak try to elaborate ataupun try to raise all these players based on lineup. Okay, the goalkeeper, I have to ask you lah. I don't want to ask Doc lah, because you know lah what he thinks. So I'm just gonna ask you, Onana punya performance, Smurf, yesterday or this morning punya game, what do you think? Is it because of kita banyak of course Burnley banyak serang, but it's not really like testing Onana kan? So what do you think about Onana's performance yesterday, this morning?
I don't know. Basically, at the end of the day, we did not renew De Gea's contract. Okay, we did not renew De Gea's contract because probably some claim that he was too greedy for the money. But what I feel is basically it was a major U-turn taken on. I mean, he got scammed by United, put it that way. He either got scammed by the board or he either got scammed by the manager. So put it that way. So yes, he got scammed. Kesian dia. I really pity him. But at the end of the day, you bring in Onana. Why? Because and we paid huge amount of money for him. And that money could have, for me, I still feel that that money could have used for better purpose, because goalkeeper position at United last season coming to this season was not an issue. I mean, yes, we were not playing from the back, but once again, our defenders aren't really ball players from the back. So yeah, you bring in a goalkeeper, ETH sort of player, you put him at the back to play from the back. But what we see the long balls are basically going forward, one foot ball, all right, and it's actually, I mean, it's hitting the opponents most of the time. It's getting opponents are getting it, and it's coming back in the next 1 to 2 minutes maximum, and then the cycle repeats again. So for me, Onana's performance, yes, he made some saves. Yeah, I wouldn't say crucial save, because put it that way. If I mean, I'm going to compare it with David De Gea. De Gea was there. I mean, it would have been a save as well. So it's not to say a big hell of a save, if you ask me. So at the end of the day, for me, Onana's performance, if you're going to ask me to rate 1 to 10, probably a 4, because nothing fantastic. I mean, he's still playing one route football, nothing from the back. Yeah, and I know that Dog is basically already jumpy, probably because Dog will probably give 2, maybe 1.
I thought he made one good save lah. In the first half, I think that header, that was a decent save lah, right? Down to his right side. But apart from that, I think the rest were all routine saves. Again, playing out the back, we didn't do it. But you know what's the worst part? I think when we were under pressure in the second half, you know, that position where, you know, they had 90% possession, we should have slowed down the game. And he should have slowed down the game and tried to, you know, work with his defenders to play out the back. But he was just lobbing long balls going forward, right? So again, and we were losing possession. So again, brought in to do a job. I don't see him doing it. I never had the confidence of team could play out the back. You can bring in the best keeper, you can bring in Manuel Neuer, but our defenders can't do it. And nowadays, if you look at it, teams don't press us anymore. They just stand off. When they stand off, we are clueless. We don't know what to do. He tries to hold the ball, nobody pressing him. Finally, he's got no choice but to go long. So I don't see a big difference in playing out the back lah at all. Totally.
But I tend to agree lah dengan Doc you punya comment in terms of even though kita nak try to play from the back, but the opposition knows already. If you don't pressure, then they just gonna play among themselves. Macam defender dengan goalkeeper je yang main kan. Mesti it's like there's nothing to hurt the opposition kan. So yeah, I tend to agree lah. But it is Onana punya choice. But what to do? Okay, let me baca komen sekejap. Ni Nas Nas memberitahu bahawa United are back as title contender. I believe this is Syed. Syed. Your second account lah.
No, he could be John too.
And this is Brian Lee. Welcome back, Brian Lee. Clean sheet part ke? Don't. So clean sheet. Yeah, I think this is the clean sheet lah. But again, this is against bottom team punya team. So we expect that
20th in the table, bro. The guys are basically 20th in the table at the moment.
20th
Yeah,
in the table.
and
Itu
yeah.
Dia macam like not it's not a surprise lah. We should get that clean sheet sepatutnya lah kan. Okay, now we're gonna go to the defense line. Reguilon, Johnny Evans, Lindelof, Diogo Dalot. Among these four, who do you think is much more standout? I think everyone gonna talk about Johnny Evans because of the assist kan. But other than that assist tu, do you think that these four ada tak someone yang memang you rasa macam like this is a great, really someone yang memang stand out lah for yesterday game?
I think, again, the standout was Evans lah, in the sense that he was steady at the back. He scored one goal that was disallowed, and then he set up the goal for Bruno, right? But I also think that Reguilon has been playing well since he's come into the team. He seems to be able to push up more higher than any of our previous left backs or right backs. And he also delivers decent balls into the box. It's a matter of time that Højlund gets his head onto one of those lah.
Okay, I rasa semua ada cakap dalam WhatsApp. Dia kata kan Reguilon is playing well because of he's still not getting that contract. Don't you think that he is just playing well because of the contract? Once you get that contract from Manchester United, maybe lah permanent. I don't know lah, maybe permanent kan. Maybe next season kita dapat permanent. Don't you think that he is someone that you're gonna really sign permanently next season ke tak? Regulon. Or this is just like really backup players for
That might
this
be
season?
coming. I saw an article today that he has impressed all the hierarchy at United with his performances. So he might be signed permanently and not sent back in January lah.
No, but
So
then at the end
Smurf,
of the day, I mean, you need longer time to basically do evaluation on the performance. I mean, yes, I mean, we have seen players that come into United who did that way. Lisandro Martinez, when he came into United, the first time, I mean, the few matches, he was fantastic. He was fantastic for us. I mean, he was hyping the fans at the stands. But you don't see that from him anymore. You don't see that from him anymore. Well, Regulon came in. He's very new. He's doing it. He's doing what Lisandro did previously,
last season.
hyping the fans, and then getting the, I mean, pretty much enthusiastic. He is basically going all out at the moment. But the question is, how long? If he's going to keep this up, is he going to keep the same character, the same motivation he has in him, or is it just for temporary purpose? This is the question mark. Because I mean, we do know Shaw is going to come back. We do know on that left hand side we still have Williams who's going to come back after his loan spell finish next season. We still do know that we still have ETH Malaysia there, who is basically supposed to be the backup, but well, I do not know what backup he is, but he's injured at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure the manager do not want to have 4 players on one position. If he does, that's going to be really, really stupid of him.
Do you
You don't
think
have to keep 4
do you
left
think
backs.
Martinez injury is the cause of his poor performances at the beginning of the season? He had a Achilles tendon tear rupture, right? And that is something like a serious injury as well, something like a ACL, right, where you need to suture it back, and there's a tendency of it to re-rupture again. Maybe it's a bit tentative going back in. I don't know, just a thought. That whether you all think the rest of the panel think that he may be a little bit tentative because of the injury.
I think maybe jugalah kot in terms of even I just realised bila Smurf kata Licha it doesn't have that passion or commitment compared to last season tau. Last season you know lah, whatever it is, every tackle ke, every tackle ke, every save ke, dia akan macam like come on. Suddenly now this season kita tak nampak benda tu lah. So that might be yelah, betul lah. I don't see the same passion as per last year dengan this year kan. Macam like yelah, hopefully it doesn't change because of the injury je lah. Okay.
But I think the team is not playing well as well, right? So most of the games we are on the back foot. We are either losing and all first of all, right? So maybe that's why you don't see that high five. People be thinking, what the hell, you're losing and you're going high fiving for a defensive tackle, right? So
High five.
that could be one of the reasons. But I think generally as a team, we're really playing very, very poorly on the pitch.
Yeah. Agree. I totally agree. Okay,
No, but then you
Nas kata, luck tak ada goal. Even diselak, ada interfere. Okay, Doc, Smurf, I gotta ask you, was that an offside or not for Evans punya goal? On your view lah, on your view.
on my view, I don't think so. It's an offside. I mean, he was not really obstructing the goalkeeper. And basically, for me, I don't feel it was an offside. I feel the goal should have stood. I mean, City had one goal pretty similar to it. Yeah, and that was very clear offside. Yes, I mean, if you ask me, there was a very clear offside. But I mean, why the double standards? I mean, the FA got to come streamline down on this on the referees in the sense that if this is the scenario, I mean, it should be given. It's not like because it's referee A today. I mean, he has a good day today, and he feels that he wants to award the goal. He awards the goal, and then the VAR on referee. I mean, for the next game, he doesn't feel so happy today. Probably had a fight with his girlfriend or so forth. So he just disallows the goal. So yeah, I mean, they should streamline on and come up with guidelines on situations like this to be more efficient.
Look, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I think VAR got it right. The fact is, you put it this way: if United considered a goal like that, right, we would be up in arms because the Højlund had his hand touching the keeper up to the point of the header, right? And the moment he did that, he becomes active as part of the play, and he's very close to the keeper, very close to the header. So there's no space in between, right? It's obstructing the goalkeeper. That is why the offside was given. I think it's fair. If you're comparing the City one, there was a big gap between the last player and the keeper. Didn't really obstruct the keeper as such. But if such a goal was given against us, I would be very, very unhappy as well. So I think in hindsight, we are made the right decision. As much as I hate to admit,
Well,
yeah.
this is what it all boils down to. I mean, we can still sit down here and argue whether if that goal was a goal or that goal was not a goal, was that goal supposed to be given or not supposed to be given. If only we were a team that basically we go out and we beat other teams. I mean, 20th at the table, put it that way. Burnley, a team with not much funds, put it that way. And if we go out there and we have won the game by 3 or 4-0, for instance, I mean, this would not even be a topic to talk about. Yeah, it wouldn't have been even a discussion. So, I mean, this is how poor that our team is basically playing. No motivation. I really do not know what the manager is doing at certain times, especially the next topic I'm sure that Pijal is going to bring up is the substitution minutes. All right. So, I mean, we have no other things to talk about besides of all this. All
Before
the
that,
negativity.
let's look at the positive side, the goal. The goal.
Betul. I just
think
want
we
to
can't
talk about-
leave that one out lah.
We can't leave that goal. I think that goal reminiscing of about the, remember the Ole era, the Ronaldo punya goal. It's remind me of that goal, Never mind. Let's talk about the goal nanti. Now I'm just gonna talk about the midfield. McTominay, Casemiro, Rashford, Hannibal dan juga Bruno. What do you think, Doc, about that performance? Their performance on as a whole lah, is there a difference in terms of tactical of play, or are they just gonna be like this? I believe that this, when I look at the lineup, it's just like at Ten Hag macam okay, you main je. Main je lah, main macam mana you nak main. Dia tak nampak macam there's no structure in the way they are playing tau.
Totally. I cannot see a gameplay. I mean, we are supposed to be trying to play out the back, pass to midfield. I really don't see it. I still see us as a sort of a counter-attacking team at best. Okay, trying to play on the break, trying to hit long balls up to your forward line to take on the defenders. That is the only thing I can see. There is no transition between midfield, defense, midfield to the strikers. It's bypassing them. All the midfielders were poor. Hannibal was probably I would say the best of the lot, in sense that he was actually trying to run around, make a difference. But even that, right, if you ask me, it's limited. There was limited success. Okay, he put one nice ball for Rashford, and we'll probably go into it later where he took on 4 defenders, right? That was a beautiful pass there. But apart from that, right, the midfield struggled against Burnley's midfield. And for me, that is, poor lah, very poor. I mean, we didn't create anything of note except for the goal.
Yep. Agree. Kita tak ada buat apa. Smurf, your favorite guy, Hannibal. What do you think about his performance? playing
Okay lah. It's not my favorite guy, but yeah, playing as a Bruno number 10.
Yeah,
I think
playing at favorite position.
I mean, he brought a lot of energy to the team yesterday. A lot of energy to the team. I mean, when I watched him play yesterday, I could only wish if basically his seniors should basically ambil cangkul the pitch and basically tanam muka dia orang dekat dalam tu. Seriously, that's how shameful it was, because a young lad is coming out. He's enthusiastic. He's putting in the energy. He's making a run. In fact, at one game, he runs more than what Marshall did the whole entire season up to now. Okay, that's just
Coach Tom is not here. Coach Tom is not here.
Okay. No, yeah. But then, I mean, the energy that he brought to the team, I mean, put it this way. If only that, I mean, I was wishing that if only that Casemiro would have put half of that energy of Hannibal, or put it Bruno also put maybe half of that sort of energy like Hannibal. I think we would have been a much better team. I think we would have got control on the midfield. Our players would have been more composed, more calm, and when they receive the ball, they know what to do next. I mean, they can play by the line. They can play transition football. They can play long balls, through balls, and they can create. But what happened is basically when you don't have that sort of energy, that sort of passion, like what he did, Hannibal did, you're gone. And the worst part is, I mean, you need seniors around him to basically lead him. But if he is going to be running like that without any seniors providing good example towards him of what to do, I mean, play the short passes, play the 1-2, play possessional football, it's just a matter of time. He's going to go down the drains as well.
We're not creating a lot of clear-cut chances. We are creating half chances, and those half chances also we are not taking. Okay, so it's incredible. It's incredibly difficult for us to score goals, and that is the problem from last season. It's not only this season. It's a problem last season. Well, it looks a little bit better with Hoyland, but he's not getting proper service from the midfield.
Yep. True. Smart. I gotta give it to you lah. Hoyland performance yesterday. Do you think it's poor or maybe there's another dynamic because of the kena main position which is like because of ada Bruno belah kanan, ada Rashford belah kiri kan. So we can't really see that sort of technical yang dia boleh main lah. What do you think about Hoyland punya performance yesterday?
I think Hodgson was another one who basically was quite enthusiasm. He showed a bit of passion. He was running around chasing. I think on the first 4 minutes, I think he managed to win the ball back, and we had a shot on target or something like that, if I'm not wrong. But I'm not going to be giving any excuse on that. There was a very, very good crossing from Dalot, and to be a predator in the box, I think Hernandez. Those were the days. Our Chicharito, he would have just buried that into the net. This is what we expect from Hodgson. Yes. I put a price tag aside, but as a main striker, I think he should have buried that and he should have eased the game for us. But nevertheless, for me, yes, the chance is gone, and I just hope that he would not be a weak cross. He's not going to be a weak cross. He's way better than that. But yeah, I am very confident with this young lad, and he will bang the goals for us. I've stated it to all of you guys. I'm expecting 18 minimum goals from him this entire season, all competition, including UCL, League Cup, FA Cup, whatever cup. 18 goals. He's already 18 minus 1, 17 more to go. And yes, I think he is going to deliver on that.
Do you think the unnecessary chopping and changing of the team is also affecting the performance? We are not getting any proper gameplay. Okay, Pellistri comes in for one game against Bayern. Next game he's out. Hannibal comes in today. Probably next game he'll be out when some of the other midfields are ready. And he's not giving them that sort of getting into a rhythm of playing games. You play one and then you're gone for a while. Play one, you're gone for a while. That also will affect team performance. And of course, I think the substitutions, you're not giving enough time for the players to get into the game. 10 minutes. Attacking
3 minutes lah.
10 minutes.
From Amrabat.
One was injured lah. One was injuries of 10 minutes. It's not only this game, it's the last few games. 80th minute, you're bringing in a substitute for what? I really don't understand. Amrabat coming in for 3 minutes, but there also was an injury, right? That's why they brought him in.
Yeah. Dia main kat left back. Dia ganti.
So you tell me, how are players going to get into any sort of a rhythm? Okay, if they're on the bench and come in 10 minutes, next game they're bench again. At least if you give them, 65 minutes, about half an hour, 25 minutes, right? And then you can also gauge how their performance is, okay, good performance. Next game you can probably, or if you perform once or twice, you can, force your way into the first team. The substitutions are too late. And I read somewhere he didn't want to change it because he was very happy with the formation and how the things were going. I don't understand how you can be happy when you're playing like that.
Wait, Doc. Can you just tell me what? Repeat yourself. ETH was happy with the formation and the way we were.
Garnacho. He didn't bring in Garnacho because he was happy with the formation and the way things were going on the pitch. Apparently.
I think somebody's scamming him lah. Somebody is making me hate him lah. Basically, somebody is writing nuts to make me hate ETH.
Okay, yeah. I gotta ask about this. Amrabat punya performance lah. I think Doc. I think I'll just give it to you. What do you think about this 3 minutes cameo from Amrabat? And I have this comment. from Sunny tau. Sunny kata Amrabat can play like Bissouma and control the midfield. But that is asking a bit too much. Don't you think that the reason kenapa kita sign Amrabat is because to protect ataupun to help Casemiro on the CDM position but based on this morning punya game 3 minutes cameo, do you think that he can be someone yang memang like dia perlu main 2 CDM ke atau just main satu di CDM dah cukup?
How do I judge that? Considering he played on the left side.
No lah.
We went one whole transfer market to get Amrabat. We wanted to buy Amrabat. At the end of the day, at the end of the transfer market, we managed to loan the guy. Okay, ETH got who he wanted. Loan or buy doesn't really matter. You bring him on 3 minutes and play on the left back. What is the manager thinking there? What is the manager thinking?
No,
You
I mean,
wanted
okay,
the CDM
he's-
and put him on left back.
yeah, he's new in the side, right? And you're probably right, going by what the talk is. He's the guy who's going to come. Everybody believes he's going to come and change the whole team, lah. Okay.
Dynamics.
Don't ask me how, because when the rest of the team is playing crap, I don't think one person is going to come in and change everything. But fine, even if ETH wants him to start the next game, shouldn't he have given him more time on the pitch yesterday? Not to say we were playing great, we were playing badly, we were not holding on to possession. He should have sent him in early. 65, 70 minutes at max. Give him a good 20 minutes run out.
Hey, dog. That's why you're not seeing the bigger picture, like what some people will say. You are looking at 3 minutes. Okay, some will say that's 180 seconds. That's that's a big number there.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, I hope he's going to come in and change the midfield. Okay, but he's not going to do it alone, lah. The players around him have to also play. He can't do everything alone.
Betul. Setuju. Smurf, someone has a message for you.
For me.
If Hoyland scores a hat-trick, Smurf, you need to learn how to pronounce his name.
Pinky promise, mate. Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
Okay.
Boleh.
I think ada komen daripada Note 5 Samsung yang dikatakan Man United is always like a team on a rebuild, always rebuild after a new manager. Yeah, I think as a Man United fan, and even Erik ten Hag has been with the club like 1.5, or we can say like 1.5 season now. And sadly speaking, I'm still doesn't see any types of patterns, types of gameplay yang Erik ten Hag cuba nak bawa tau. Yelah macam previously kan dia keep on saying atau kita akan main high pressing, kita akan main all this fast football lah, possession wise semua. Argentina memang tak nampak langsung tau. So macam a bit disappointed lah bila almost 1.5 season kita tak nampak benda tu tau. So yeah.
Well, you are very forgiving, Pijam. A bit disappointed only. I tell you, I'm basically disappointed to the core. I mean, we are supposed to play what? High pressing. Okay? And then when you don't have the ball, quick transition, probably in a couple of seconds. At least our players are pressing to win the ball back. But I don't see that. I still see some players banging the wall. I still see some players who were brought into the team playing long balls. I still see the manager bringing in a CDM to play him at the left back. So, and for team, I still see substitution happening at the 80th over minute because the manager is, based according to Dog's link. I don't know what link that was. Okay, the manager was happy with the formation and the performance of the team against 20th Burnley in the BPL. Come on. And you are a bit disappointed. I can't accept that, lah.
Remember, don't forget, last season everybody said the reason we cannot play out the back is because of David De Gea.
Right? Our number one. Of our former number one. Now we put in somebody who can play from the back. But basically, we are still playing from the back. One route football from the back, the ball go up.
Exactly. So what is the whole point of bringing in such a goalkeeper? I really don't see
45 billion for him.
To be honest, I really don't see
the gameplay.
I think rather the individual brilliance of Ole's time. At least we were getting some results then.
Okay, I think if you were gonna talk about Onana, there's gonna be another session that you're gonna.
No, I think we need to talk about one player in particular, Marcus Rashford. This is going to split.
I was waiting for that.
I was just about to touch that. Marcus Rashford. Okay lah. I leave the floor for you guys.
We give it to Dog lah.
No. Who wants to say drop him should go first?
you go first. You tell us your opinion on what you think about Marcus Rashford's performance from the start of the season.
I don't know why, right? As United fans, we always like to ask for about players who are not in the starting level. All this while we asked for Pellistri. Pellistri came in against Bayern. He was not good. We asked for Garnacho. We know Garnacho cannot start well. He hasn't been, whenever he starts, he plays badly. But now he's not starting. Everybody says, no, he should start first. Okay? Martial, who for years, everybody who has been, against Martial except for Coach Dom, right? Now suddenly asking for Martial to start on the left. He should be given a chance to go on the left. Okay? All because of one person, Marcus Rashford. The jury is out on Marcus Rashford. The fans are out for his blood, asking him to go and sit outside and, learn how to play football. What do you think? Let's go with Smurfs first.
Smurf. What do you think? Should he be dropped for the next game against Crystal Palace? Mind you, after this kita ada League Cup lawan Crystal Palace. and then the league game against Crystal
Again
Palace.
against Palace, yes, yeah.
So what do you think? Should we drop him for the game against Crystal Palace so he can prepare himself for the game against Crystal Palace for the league game? What do you think? Should we drop
I
him or not?
think I think the first and foremost is, I mean, I'm not so sure how true the incident is about the accident that the accident that was being mentioned on air. I mean if it did happen, because there's a lot of media, a lot of spinning like macam Anthony. So I really do not know whether that's 100% true. It might have been a Photoshop. I do not know. If it is true, I'm really sorry for Rashford, and I feel that if that did happen, he should be given time. I mean, it's a good opportunity to give him time to get his mind off whatever is on his head. Okay, maybe a 2-3 weeks. I mean, a 2-week break, a fortnight break. Come back and hopefully he will start performing like what he is. I mean, what we expect from him. I mean, opportunity in United. I mean, we would want to give because, like what Doc said. I mean, you take him out. Who are you going to put in there? I mean, we can put in Garnacho, but I think Garnacho still needs time to basically prove himself to be a first 11 starter. I mean, we are basing it on a very high standards sort of United. So I mean, if you're going to start Garnacho or Palacio on the left at the moment, I don't think so. It's going to work well for us. So I mean, we still need Marcus Rashford somehow, but I mean, we give him 1 or 2 more opportunities. Go get a rest. Go get your peace of mind. Clear your head. Whatever is bothering you, because and one thing is cut off your selfishness. Come back to the squad stronger. If you can't do that, then of course your head is definitely going to be a chopping board, and you got to go in January. As simple as that. Because in United, I mean, if the manager have decided to basically get Ronaldo out because of certain issues with with the manager, I think there's no difference with Marcus Rashford. So who are you? I mean, you are supposed to be scoring goals. You're not even scoring goals, and Ronaldo did score goals for the club. You're not even scoring goals. You're not assisting. You're being selfish. You're banging into walls. But I mean, the only good point that I can say that we still have to retain him for the moment. For the moment is that what Doc mentioned is we do not have a capable left winger to come in straight to step into what the fans expect and what the standards that we want. Because for me, even Rashford is not there, but he's the best there at the current moment, possibly.
Actually, I haven't said it yet, lah. You stole my thunder, lah, Smurfs. Yeah, but
Well, I did.
Again, right? The fans are calling for him to be dropped. First of all, in my view, yesterday he didn't play well. Okay?
Betul?
But the rest of the team didn't play well as well. Why is he singled out? Because every time he took the ball, he tried to create something. Okay, he tried to create. Whether he ran into defenders, whether he was marked by 3 or 4 defenders, lost the ball, but he at least tried to create something. Okay, he set up Bruno for 1 shot. He almost set up Højlund for 1 goal. Some will say, "Oh no, you know, you cannot look at the things that he almost did." Okay, fair enough. Now you tell me, one player, okay, who has consistently performed well over this season, who can step in and take his place. Martial, no. He has been injured. He came in the last game. He had a 5-10 minute cameo, which he did well. That's about it. Garnacho, every time he starts, you know he's totally ineffective. He comes in as a sub. He does well because he got the extra speed while people are tired. Okay, Pellistri is on the right side. Now itself, our right side already is dead. We got no right wingers. Now we want to kill the left side as well. And actually, if you look at the last few games, everybody criticized him in that game where Højlund first came in, right? He didn't pass to Højlund. I think it was the Brighton
Selfish.
game.
Very selfish.
Brighton game. But since then, if you see, he's trying to find Højlund. The Bayern game, he set him up for his goal. Yesterday also, he had one header that was looking for Højlund, and Højlund would have probably scored if the defender didn't make that tackle. So I see some budding partnership coming there, and I think it will develop as time goes on, and it is possible that they will bring the best out of each other. Let's see.
No, this is what basically disappoints me at the end of the day. I think if you're gonna say that Rashford and Højlund, they're trying to get the chemistry together, probably like Andy Cole and Dwight York, those were the days. I mean, this is what we witnessed. All right. I mean, Doc, Pijal, correct me if I'm wrong. This should have been done way earlier, pre-season. The board, the manager should have gone all out to get in who they wanted early, and this should have been done during pre-season, the chemistry should have started to build
But
from
he
there.
came late.
Not
Hoyland came in
later on.
late.
No, that's what I mean.
He
That's
came
what I
in
mean.
late and
Is
he
there
was injured.
something? No, my point is there something wrong with the club? Why can't they get business done way faster? I mean, if they would have did it
But that
way
now lah,
faster,
we are
and
halfway through
then
the season already.
focus on basically positions that we need, focus
Need,
on positions that we want instead of positions that we were covered. And the goalkeeper, put it that way. I mean, David De Gea. I mean, wouldn't have this been better for the team? Because we all knew Hodgson wanted to come over,
Betul?
but it was question of dollars and cents, and question of PPM and blah blah blah.
FPP,
So if we did not splash the money of 45 million on one player, which the position was not as important as many seen it would, claim it was, we would have got who we wanted. I mean, more important position
early.
players into the team. We could have built a chemistry from pre-season friendly, and we would have been probably hitting goals by now. So I mean, am I wrong, or you got something to say about that?
Kalau you ask me, memang we have been wasting most probably around 100 million of money because of kita nak sign Mason Mount and juga Hoyland, Mason Mount and also Onana tau. That itself can cover Hoyland and also Amrabat punya signing tau. That two signing saja, which is for me, not the most important position tau. So I rasa memang boleh memang it's a waste of me, but again lah, this is, I think we can't really blame. Of course we can blame all these Glazers ke board ke, but also ETH also have to take some blame in terms of dia tak betul-betul finalize kan, in terms of, okay, De Gea, do we want to renew ke De Gea or tak? Tahu.
They did, but they U-turn. Kan?
Yeah,
They did. I mean, it was pretty much finalized. The paperwork was there to sign, but it was a big U-turn basically.
Itu dah kata because of kita have to wait until De Gea punya contract dah tamat baru kita nak go for Onana tau, which is like for me it's a waste of time lah. It should have been deal like maybe for me lah, the way I nampak masa kita dah menang Carabao Cup February tu, that should be the time mana okay, De Gea kita nak renew, terus sign, tak payah nak tunggu lagi dah sampai nak kena tunggu FA Cup final baru nak make a decision on that semua tau. So
Correct,
I think we yalah, memang I think for me I still blame ATH for that of situation yang mana maksudnya you patut masukkan Hoyland dan juga Amrabat should be the first signing yang masuk bulan Jun instead of Onana dan juga Mason Mount. Tu je lah.
Yeah,
Mason Mount, correct. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to mean. I mean, we go for players with not important positions that we need to cover, and we neglect on the other ones and bring them last minute. And then after 3-4 games into the season now, 6 games into the BPL, and then we are struggling to say, and we know that the chemistry is not there. But this could have been done way earlier. So whose fault is it again? Board, manager, owners? I mean, have your say, guys.
True. Okay,
Totally agree.
last question. Crystal Palace Wednesday League Cup, what do you think? Adakah Erik ten Hag akan mainkan all the youngsters ke, atau there's gonna be first team players ke, ataupun what do you think? Should we throw that game ke atau tak?
For me, no lah.
At
We can't
United,
afford
you don't throw any game day.
Number one, we don't throw any game. Number two is, I mean,
Yeah.
Fergie used to do it lah, okay? But Fergie was challenging for titles. We look like we're out of the title race now itself. Any piece of silverware would be welcome, right? As part of the rebuilding process as such. So I don't think he will take it lightly lah. He will have no choice. If he wants, he'll probably have to mix up a couple of the youngsters. Maybe Palestine will come in. Maybe Hannibal will continue in the midfield role. You can bring in a couple, but he will have to have a good mix of some experienced players. Johnny Evans to start for sure, right? I would give Amrabat probably start him and remove him after a while.
80 minutes.
I would start him. No, please, before 80 minutes. I mean, provided we're leading, you can actually give him like 55, 60 minutes to run out, get used to the surroundings, and then keep him for the league game. I wouldn't keep him totally off, no, because he needs to play. He needs to understand how the team are playing.
Yeah,
I think he will start.
Last point on the Crystal Palace game. What do you think? There's gonna be difference ke, ataupun it's just gonna be one of the same like previous game?
I think he's going to make some changes. Probably Garnacho might start. I think he probably might start Palace so far because we got to remember that the games are basically again for Crystal Palace League Cup is on the 27th Malaysian time 3 a.m. and then Saturday 30th. That's basically about 3 days apart. At 10 o'clock we're going to meet them again, and both games are going to be held at Old Trafford. Both games are home. We are home, so I don't think so that the boys will be. I mean, they just finished a game yesterday. I don't think so. I don't think so. They will be fit enough to actually run through all three games. I mean, the young ones especially, they still need time to build and experience. So I think maybe just maybe. I mean, we might see Garnacho coming into the squad. I might see Palestri probably coming in as sub. I might also. I mean, I hope to see Amrabat playing with in the mid. Maybe give Casemiro a rest or so forth. I mean, or you can start Casemiro on Rabat or the League Cup first game. See how it goes. See what Palace is capable of, and then make a better decision on the second game when they visit us again on the 30th and see who you can basically sacrifice. Maybe sacrifice Casemiro, give him a rest, or sacrifice Bruno, give him a rest if we know that Hannibal is a good number. I mean, playing well at number 10 or so forth. So yeah, he should definitely juggle team if you ask me.
I think the following week is also Champions League, right? We are playing, I think,
Galatasaray. Yes. Yeah. After that, we're playing Galatasaray. Yes.
Yeah. So, and that is also of high importance considering he lost the first game already. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough few games. He will have to rotate the squad. That is why I think there will be quite a lot of changes for the League Cup game. But if you ask me, it should be a mix between experience and some youth.
You have to. You can't put all in. You
maybe give Alte a run.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, what's the purpose of basically bringing in a goalkeeper and putting him on the bench for the entire season? I mean, not hoping. I mean, as a total backup for one person to be injured, and then you bring him in, and then you're gonna say that he doesn't have enough time in the squad. He's not settled down in the squad and so forth. So yeah, I mean, League Cup is a good time. 27. I mean, 3 games apart. Give him an opportunity. Why not?
True.
I think if the League Cup came after the Bayern game, I would say probably rest Onana and put in Alte, take him out of the firing line. Now the problem, the dilemma will be he just had a clean sheet, just building by his confidence. Would you want to remove him and put the?
No, I think give it to Alte. Give it to Alte. I mean, one clean sheet against Burnley and your confidence goes skyrocket.
No, his confidence is not sky high. That's why he probably needs another game. To get, if he gets another clean sheet, that will build up his confidence. So that will be the question ETH will have to make.
So, Doc, you are basically counting on a clean sheet against Crystal Palace at home.
Nowadays, I have no confidence of clean sheets. The clean sheet is like a miraculous thing already.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I think we take one comment, Pijal. Yeah.
For me, I think I totally agree with what you guys said. It's gonna be a mix, but I don't think there's much difference in terms of gameplay lah. All I want is another dynamic because we are playing a mixture of youth and also seniors kan. So I hope there's gonna be a change of style of play kan. But I don't think there's gonna be any difference lah compared to for the past few games dengan yang games against Crystal Palace.
And let's hope some of the guys can step up and prove that they are able to challenge the others for their first team position.
Okay, alright. Dengan itu saya mengucapkan terima kasih Doc dan juga semua. Thank you for the time. Thank you for your comment.
Guys, jangan lupa Telegram link kita dekat bawah. Kalau minat, kalau boleh like, share, comment and also join us in our Telegram group. We can talk a lot of gossip.
Marcus Rashford.
Alright, Marcus Rashford, David Onana.
Okay, alright. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Alright, good night.